Three, two, one. We understand that every individual should vote someone because they know the background, they know the works of the candidate, how this candidate works in their politic, not because they got provoked by the candidate or someone, or they just following others' vote because they don't know what to do with the election, they don't know what to do with the vote, so they know nothing about politics, so they just follow someone. But however, we are in Indonesia, and Indonesia is about democracy, and democracy is about freedom of speech, freedom of your voice. And if we giving a test to someone, to citizen, which is if you cannot pass the test, you cannot vote, you cannot follow the election, it's not about the democracy anymore. It's so selfish, it becomes selfish. And as we can see in our country, Black campaign has taken over our country for many years, and we can see that on the reality, it's affecting the voice of the election. It's not natural anymore, and they focusing on people who is not well educated and know nothing about politics. So in my argument about this, first, from the side of justice, putting the wrong people in charge. Well, putting wrong people in the charge in Indonesian political party to become a president, for example, it won't never happen, because since the selected candidates in the running of campaign are distinguished candidates, it's just the matter of who has the best vision, and even can more, they can convince the society to be chosen. It's nothing to do with the task that requires for the voters. I don't know what's the connection between this. And second, for the voting objectively and analytically for more knowledgeable. Well, we can learn about this from historical leader, from their biography, from their news, from their works for Indonesia. We can learn from that. It's more than enough than doing tasks. And next, how's the test works? How's the mechanism? You don't explain it in your speech, so we don't know how can it really works. There's no guarantee, and with the test, is it gonna making successful the candidate who becomes the leader in the party? And there's no explanation on it. So I think it's not the option for someone who is not well educated. So you're just about to be chosen not to be the candidate. It's not gonna affect the candidate. So my solution about this problem is, beside making any test to vote, which it will taking a lot of time, I swear, because Indonesia has more than 300 million citizens. We can wonder how many times we need to making this vote works, and yeah, it's wasting a lot of time and making the election way more longer, because we know without any vote before, election for example for president is taking over a week or maybe a month, and now that's the governor. On the governor case, it's more than 2 months, which is, if we put the tasks on it, we can wonder, is it gonna make for a years or how many long? So for my solution about this problem, we can give an education for those who is not well educated enough, by giving their education from webinar, socialization, conference, meeting, anything. We can give any education from many ways right now. So, and it's giving a short time, and for the long term, it's gonna be good. We can do this every year for every election. Besides just giving tests every year, who's cannot pass, you can join next year, and just wondering if they never able to pass the test, so that means they will never vote. That means there is no democracy in our country. So I think my option is giving education by webinar, socialization to every citizen, so they will know and they will educate it and they understand what is election and how it works, so they still can vote and we still in democracy. And yeah, like I said before, beside doing the tests, there's so many things we can do, because the test is not well informed enough. We don't know how it works, and we should know the mechanism, and we should find the better way, and also taking a few times more time, short times, so we can be able to taking more times. I mean, the time is really important in election, because in our country we taking a lot really long time by the system. And if you want to put the tests on it, it's just gonna making long without any works. I think that's it for me. I'm proud to propose.